The new season is only 2 weeks away, and there are a few things you can do right now to get ahead of everyone else and be ready for the new dungeon. So in this video, I'll go over everything you can do right now to be prepared for Season 19. Also, stick around to the end for a way to passively get XP next season. I'm Marshix and I make Destiny 2 guides for solo players. And if you like the video, like the video. To start off, let's go over XP. You can store XP by completing bounties and leaving them in your inventory until next season. You can turn them in right away to get a quick burst of XP, which unlocks season pass ranks, artifact mods, and power bonuses. But it's a little bit more complicated than just completing bounties. Let's first break down how much XP bounties give, then which bounties you should go for and which to stay away from, because some of them could cause you problems. There are 3 types of bounties: weekly, daily, and repeatables. Weeklies give you 12,000 XP when you turn them in, dailies give 6,000, and repeatables give 3,000. So ideally, you complete as many weekly bounties as possible, then fill up your remaining slots with only daily bounties. All of the weekly bounties you can get come from the following sources: 2 from the Cosmodrome, 2 from both Eris and the Cryptolith on the moon, 2 from the Dreaming City. However, the Ascendant Challenge rotates every week, so you could get multiple of this one. Then, same thing with Europa, there are 2 weeklies at a time, but the Empire Hunt bounty rotates every week, so you can get up to 3 of those. And finally, Hawthorne has weeklies in the tower if you play activities with clanmates. These also rotate every week, so you can get more than these 4. Oh, and Starhorse has weeklies, but you can only get 1 of them at a time. Then, for the daily bounties, you can get them from all the previous sources, as well as the Throne World, Crown of Sorrow, Star Chart, Zurin the Treasure Hoard, Nessus, the EDZ, and Trials of Osiris. These of course rotate daily, so you can pick all of these up today, finish them, then do more tomorrow, and you'll probably be full. Now, as mentioned before, there are some bounties you really want to avoid if you're trying to do the new dungeon the week it comes out. These are the Vanguard, Crucible, Gambit, and Gunsmith bounties. If you complete these this season, but turn them in next season, their powerful drops will drop at the old power level, so you may want to avoid these entirely. There's also a workaround to this, and that's simply just don't turn in these bounties until you get the powerful to drop using new bounties. So basically, when the season starts, you can turn in everything but these, then do repeatables from each of the vendors until you get the powerful to drop, then turn these in. Some other bounties to avoid are the bounties from Ada. These will only give 3,000 XP, the same as repeatables. You can also only do 10 of these per season, and I believe this will count towards the new season's 10. One more really important thing to know is that you can do all of these bounties on all of your characters for the maximum amount of bounties, but whatever you do, make sure you don't fill up your entire quest tab. As you can see in the bottom left of the quest menu, you can only hold up to 63 quests and bounties. If you go into the new season with this at 63 out of 63, you will not get the new seasonal quest line. Most likely it'll be sent to the quest archive in the tower, but in the past, people have been completely locked out of the new content, so better to play it safe than sorry. If you want to do what I'm doing, I'm leaving 3 empty slots on all characters just in case they give us multiple quests right away. Also, this 63 maximum includes both quests and bounties, so if you want to hold the maximum amount of bounties, you'll have to delete the quests that aren't important to you, and they'll go back to either the quest archive or the respective vendors. Now, XP isn't the only thing you can prep for. You're going to need quite a few resources in order to upgrade your best gear to the new power level and to buy some new items. An easy way to keep track of everything is with Destiny recipes. I'll leave a link to this in the description, but this website will keep track of all your seasonal prep needs. It shows you all the information about your held bounties, but if you scroll down, it will also show you which resources to hold on to and about how many you want to aim for going into the new season. It tracks legendary shards, upgrade modules, ascendant shards, enhancement prisms and cores, and spoils of conquest. It also tracks planetary materials, but keep in mind these are going to be completely removed from the game in Lightfall, and they will have no real use next season, so you don't really need to worry about these. You will be able to turn in whatever you have into Glimmer next season, so you could stock up on them to turn them into Glimmer later on. You will be wasting legendary shards in the process, but there is another way to store Glimmer that doesn't eat up your legendary shards. All of these exotic ships, sparrows, and ghosts can be pulled out of your collections for Glimmer and legendary shards. When you dismantle them, you'll get all your legendary shards back, and you'll get some Glimmer back too. This means you can buy a bunch of these exotics, then store them in your vault or on your other characters. Then when you inevitably run out of Glimmer next season, you can break these down to refill it. My one complaint with Destiny recipes is that it doesn't track materials for crafted weapons, so Ascendant alloys and resonant elements. It's probably a good idea to get as many alloys as you can to get enhanced perks on the new crafted weapons. Just like Ascendant shards, you can hold up to 10 in your inventory, and more if you let them sit in your postmaster. There are a lot of ways to get these, but stick around to the end of the video for the best ways. As for the resonant element though, you can hold up to 10,000 at a time, but there's actually a way to store even more. Whenever you get red border weapons to drop, just hold on to them or store them in your vault. You can dismantle them at a later time to get 100 element, or you can get a few kills with them to finish their attunement and get 300 element per weapon. I made a habit of keeping all my red border Palmyras, and now I have thousands of materials to craft and reshape new weapons. The only downside is that this takes up a lot of vault space, which you also want going into the new season. You're going to be getting a lot of new gear, so it's worth going into your vault and clearing out anything you don't plan on using. I plan to go in and free up 50 slots, so I have a full vault page to work with. Now, as promised in the beginning, here's how you get passive XP going into the new season. Before you pop all your bounties, make sure you have a ghost shell with the blinding light mod. This will give you 12% more XP from every source, including bounties. Another way is by joining someone else who has already unlocked the Fireteam XP boost in the season pass. Each XP boost will give you 2% more XP for a total of 8% just by being in a fire team. These aren't huge increases, but every bit helps. Now, if you're trying to stock up on Ascendant Shards and Ascendant Alloys as a solo player, check out this video for all the best ways. Thanks for watching, I'm Marshix, and I'll see you next time.